Austria showed everyone that they are no pushovers by topping their group at the Euro 2024. Their tactic seems to be very pragmatic and efficient, and despite losing against France, I feel like they would have drawn that game if it weren't for the own goal. Ralf Rangnick took over the Austrian national team just after the chaos that was his reign at Manchester United. And by the chaos, I don't mean inflicted or created by him, but by what surrounded the team at that time. He has an impressive number of teams under his belt so far, and he led Hoffenheim and RB Leipzig to new heights during his managerial career. However, what he showcases managing Austria is noteworthy. Austria wasn't playing badly before him, but they had some poor results before he took over. So far in this tournament, his tactic relies heavily on gegenpressing and on direct football. In all three group stage games, a 4-2-3-1 formation was preferred. Football Manager players would say that it is the most suitable formation for a gegenpressing style of play. In goal, a sweeper keeper on support. This player can also be assigned a defend duty. I did not see Patrick Pence rushing out his goal at all, but he becomes a passing option when his team needs him to. In front of him, two fullbacks on support and two ball-playing defenders on defend duty. The fullback role was preferred ahead of the wingback one, as the wide defenders prioritized defending in the group stage games. However, since both Stefan Posch and Alexander Pras ventured forward when their team was in a prolonged possession, I asked them to get further forward. And cross more often is for a different moment of play. The two defensive midfielders can be assigned a variety of roles, but I consider them to be a halfback and a deep line playmaker. At times, Austria attacked in a 2-4-3-1 with the two center backs high up the pitch, but there are moments when the defensive midfielder dropped deep in the defensive line to cover, especially when they faced Poland that had two strikers. The front four are two inverted wingers, an advanced playmaker, and an advanced forward. The two wingers are on support, as both Romano Schmidt and Patrick Wimmer prioritized providing the striker with goal-scoring passes or crosses rather than scoring themselves. They are assigned inverted winger roles as we need them to tuck inside when the team is in possession, to make room for the fullbacks to overlap and cross when the opportunity arises. The advanced playmaker, Marcel Sabitzer, is assigned an attacking duty role, as he had moments when he ventured towards the goal, trying and even succeeding to score. The striker, Marko Arnautovic, must be able to move into channels, finding the best areas to attack into. His mentality, positive, as Austria had a forward-thinking attitude in all three group stage games, irrespective of their opponent. In possession, fairly narrow attacking width and focused play through the middle. They do tend to overload the midfield areas before releasing the players on the flanks, so they could cross the ball into the box. Play out of defense, shorter passing directness and a higher tempo. Austria have quickened the build-up play, especially when they sensed the chance of a counter-attack. Low crosses and run-a defense. Run-a defense ties very well with the shorter passing directness and a higher tempo. In transition, counter-press, counter and distribute the ball to the defense through short kicks. Out of possession, a high press and a higher defensive line. Austria does not shy from trying to stop their opponents high up the pitch, especially because they use a counter-press system, and when it is bypassed, the high defensive line being close helps recovering the ball. But beware that without the proper players, as fast as you can find for defenders, your team may get caught up high up the pitch and countered against. Trigger press much more often and prevent the goalkeeper's short distribution. And trap outside, as Austria tried to push their opponents outside when defending, crowding the defensive area. Austria proved to be a dark horse so far in the tournament, and they have their chance at the trophy if they continue playing like this. And Ralf Rangnick proved once again that he's a great tactician who prepares his teams very well.